Been working on this diorama for the past 2 days. It's finally done. A little Warhammer diorama. Here is an average Space Marine boy next to it, so you'd see how big it is in scale to that. But this bad boy here, I wanted to make a diorama for like a specific guy. So what I did was I used a lot of different elements that I had. This right here, this bloody mess of bodies, these are a bunch of army people, cut up, glued together, and painted. And you can see there's a pool of blood underneath them, and then there's a trail, as if he just dragged the bodies one by one and just plopped them in this pile. And they're on this giant, like, piece of tree bark that I would imagine is part of a whole landscape. And then you got the main focus of the diorama in the front here, who is kind of posing for the camera. Fun little idea with this guy. This guy is actually just a mess of parts. This figure as a whole did not exist, and I kit bashed a lot of different things. He is an extraterrestrial type character. He's got a bunch of arms, as you can see. He's got 6 arms. And the idea was that he snuck into the ranks of my Space Marine chapter here. He snuck into the ranks of these bad boys. There's dust on there. Yuck. He snuck into the rank of these bad boys here. And he got one of their suits and masqueraded as one of them, only to kill off a bunch of their soldiers and reveal himself to actually be what he is. And he's got multiple bolter guns. He's got a sniper rifle. He's got a chain sword back here that's covered in the blood of the people that he has just oofed, but it doesn't want to focus. And then he's got the helmet down here that he's holding in this hand because he took it off and then revealed all his other arms. And that's a little story that I had going on here. Here's the character posing, kind of just cockily looking at the camera. He's got blood stains on him. If we turn it around, you can see all the arms tearing out of the cloak here. You can see a little cloth tear there. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's blood all over his cloak here. And he has his alien type head. And this mini was made out of the torso of one of these snipers right here. The arms were miscellaneous arms that I had just kind of laying around. that I decided to use for him. I didn't have any legs, so I had to cut off some legs of one of these cheap knockoff like Gundam toys that I got from a arcade at like the prize counter a long time ago. So I cut those off. After that, he was still too tall, so I cut off the feet as well. And then, painted it after attaching it with the rest of it. And it doesn't look fantastic, but it's what I had to work with. And for that, I think it's okay. I do plan on finding a way to use this mini in-game for 40k at some point in some fashion. And that is why he is removable. He is not stuck to the base itself. You can see you've got some little divots here in the wood for where he stands. And he stands pretty stable. You just sort of plop him in there in his spot and he'll stay. But yeah, I have the standard mini base here that I want to figure out a way to incorporate him onto that as well, so I could just take him off the diorama when I want to use him, place him on a mini base, and use him in game. At the moment he can't stand because he's got no feet, but I think that kind of adds to his alien-like nature. Like he's kind of just got a little stub feet. And I don't know what I'm gonna do for this base just yet. I was thinking, because I still have a lot of bark here, I might want to like break off a small piece of bark, maybe put that on there, like I have with some of my other dioramas, like, well, not diorama, but mini bases. Like this base has a little bit on it. So do something like that. Just have him standing on another piece of wood. But yeah, I think I succeeded with what I wanted to do, which was make a character from scratch, tell a story, and make a display for him. He's also got blood on the bottom of his cape there. And he also has, on the diorama base itself, there's little bloody footprints walking up to the space where he stands and poses. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I didn't think it would turn out as well as I wanted to. But you know what? I actually really like this. This is the first diorama I've ever made, so I'm pretty happy with it, even though it's on such a small scale. Oh yeah, by the way, these guys are fixed in place. They do not move. This base is also compatible with other figures. Like, if I didn't want him here and I wanted my custom Hawk Lord per se, I could wiggle him off his base. The only thing that has to happen is that it has to be one of these type of bases with the peg holes, rather than the bases where you just glue them on. That way you could just take them off their base and put it on here. But you could stand him on there as well, have him doing the same type of deal. He doesn't mesh as well because he does still have that that post coming out of his foot, but you're not really gonna see that unless you're like really up in here looking at it. Like over here, you can't really see it, even in real life. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. Tell me if you want to see more stuff like this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.